Boys, let's do this. The Swordmaster Path event is up and active. We're going to be talking in this video about the most efficient way to get your hands on Leonardo. Man, the time has finally come. We're going to be talking about the true cost of getting your hands on Leo, as well as the cost of if you want to go for the Leonardo Soul, as well as Leonardo, as well as some alternate paths that you can go down the middle of this hero's path tree if you want to go for the mythical tomes, that kind of thing. As expected, it's a little bit bloody expensive, and I'm running on about 45 minutes sleep right now, man. So if I know my calculations are off in this video, do let me know down below. I think that we're pretty good though. It's actually quite a simple path, but simple does not mean easy in Raid Shadow Legends or cheap. Before we get to the path, man, if you look to create a new Raid account, make sure to get that done right now by using the beginner promo link that's down below this video at the top of the description box, man. By using that link to create a new Raid account, you're going to get all of the free stuff that you can see on screen right now, man. Double legendary stat, 3 free epic champions as you level up your account, but only if you create your account using that link down below, man. So make sure to get it used. Okay, man. Let's do this. Welcome to our Photoshop page, where frankly, the very first path that we're going to cover is just the simplest and easiest path, right? So you're starting off by buying a couple of the brews, and all we're going to be doing here is making a beeline for one of the middle keys. Our path is going to look a little bit something like this. We're going to need one of these keys to get our hands on Leo. You can pick basically any, you know, man, let's actually pick the correct reward here. Correct, at least in my opinion. I'd actually go all the way over to the far side over here and probably pick up the purple oils, but you're free to pick up any of these 2,000 point rewards as you wish. And we're going to be stopping this blue path right here on just this happy little key. This isn't going to set you back that much. This key, though, will be required to progress on through the path down the far left side. So what you're going to want to do then is go back on up to the top and start wiggling down your left side here, picking up some little goodies as you go, silver coins, 4-star chicken, that kind of thing. You're going to go ahead and spin the key to get past this layer of security on this far left side. Blah, 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 blah. You can see the costs now are actually starting to ramp up by quite a bit. And the Leonardo itself is going to be the most expensive piece at the end of this path, setting you back 80,000 path points, as you can see down at the bottom here. So quite expensive stuff. My prediction for this, how much the Leonardo alone was going to be to get your hands on, was actually 25 sacred shards. And would you know it, amazingly, it turns out that 25 sacreds is the exact amount that you're going to require to get your hands on just the Leonardo, okay? That's just the Leo. Honestly, it's about, again, I mean, I did guess it, it's about what I would expect. Void Legendary of the caliber of Leo. Is it worth 25 sacred shards? If you've only got Michelangelo on your account, I'd actually say probably not. Probably not, right? But if you did the Donatello fusion, or you got the Raphael as well, right? So if you already got like 2 or 3 turtles on your account, and the Leonardo is really going to be sort of the crown jewel on top of that, yeah, it's probably worth it. Leonardo is just that bloody good. Now, on my main account, I do have the privilege of already having pulled Leonardo, and by insane luck, his soul as well, so I don't have to worry about it too much on my main account. But on my free-to-play account, I'm considering pulling for the Leo as well. I got 3 of the turtles, actually, on my free-to-play account. I saved up so many resources to try and get these guys. And it just so happens that if I pull all of my ancient shards, all of my void shards, and all 12 of my sacred shards, and maybe like 1 or 2 primal shards on my free-to-play account, I might just have what it takes to actually get the Leo. In fact, back on the spreadsheet, and then I'll get back to some other paths to follow, by the way, of course. But right here is the number of points I can get, 105,000 if I pull all of the shards on my free-to-play account, not including the primal shards. This is a serious consideration for me, and a huge choice that I've got to make. Am I going to empty my shard coffers to secure the Leo, and then potentially damage my chances over Christmas events and stuff like that? Well, that's a decision that I've got to come to in my own time, I suppose. In the meantime, and as Jocko Willink would say, back to the book. Okay, this next red path is going to just track us down a little bit further, and this is going to be for getting your hands on the Leonardo Soul, as well as the Leonardo Champion. So if you're really all in on this event, this is how much this path is going to cost you. You're just going to continue on down from this middle key right here, because you're still going to need both keys. Down this path, you're probably going to want to go for, I don't know, maybe like the purple oils over here, or maybe like the other oils on the other side. It's really up to you, but those are the items that I would go for. squiggle on down, pick up your additional key down the middle. This is going to set you back about another sacred and a bit to pick up this second key. And then once again, really simple. Again, simple but not easy. You are going to start to progress down this far right side, picking up some little charms there as you go. Some 2-star basalt, which is, a little bit useless to be fair, but is what it is. 5,000 silver, or no, 500k. Silver for 2,500 points there. Spend your key, head on down this far side. Exactly the same as before, where the costs are kind of mirrored, at least until you get all the way down to the bottom, down to the soul itself. Man, forget the blade itself. Drew Abercrombie. The good old soul itself. There it is, man. 5-star soul for the Leo is going to set you back an extra 50,000 down towards the bottom here. So, in total, how much is that going to cost you? Honestly, I could have seen this being like 20 sacreds just to get your hands on the soul on its own. It's actually 18 extra sacred shards to get your hands on the soul, right? So 18 sacred shards, I should say, if you're looking to just get your hands on the soul, that's not actually quite right either. Whatever, dude. It's 43 sacred shards if you want to get Leonardo plus the soul is, long story short. It works out at around 16 or 17 sacreds total if you are only going for the soul and you don't need to go for the Leonardo champion at all. So if you've already got Leo and you just want to get a soul, then you don't have to pull quite as far down the middle here because you only need one key and you can stop going down the middle, right? You don't need both of the keys if you only need the soul because you've already got the champion, So you can just stop at the one key and then continue on down this side. And again, 16 or 17 sacreds, somewhere around that kind of range if you just need the soul. But for the champ and the soul, it's a 43 sacred bonanza, so to speak. Obviously, a little bit out of my wheelhouse in terms of the free-to-play account. Final path that we'll go ahead and touch on is going to be a path that, again, just going to track down the middle any which way you want. You're just trying to get down through the middle by any means. It doesn't really matter a great deal, honestly. We'll just talk about the kind of paths that you might be going for if you are looking for the cheapest possible route to just pick up a mythical skill tome, in which case you probably want to go through the key just because it's so cheap compared to the Sun Lilies. You can go through the Sun Lilies and pull an extra sacred and a half there or something if you want to go through the Sun Lilies and pick up some of those. But if you were just looking to pick up the Mythical Tome, which will set you back 20,000 when you get there, so quite a steep price on this. But if you're looking to pull for this event for just the progressive chance, this will actually set you back about 6.5 sacred shards if you're just going to make a straight beeline for the mythical tome, and that is like going through both of the keys in this green path, so you're missing out on a bunch of Sun Lily rewards, but you're just spending as few points as you possibly can to just get to the mythical tome. This is a path that you can take. They can then also make this path a little bit more expensive, and by a little bit I mean a hell of a lot more expensive, by going down through the mythical Sun Lilies here like so, and then eventually sort of just bottoming out on the big red rock all the way down to the bottom, the big eternal soulstone that's going to set you back 30,000 right at the very end. This is, again, if you've already got Leo, you've already got the 5-star soul, but like you're very close to Shard Mercy and you're super interested in just taking part in the progressive chance event that's going on right now, but you're not necessarily bothered about getting the Leo. This is like sort of like a well-cracking path, let's be honest. If you just want to go a little bit mental with your shards because you just feel like it and that's within your means, do you know what I'm saying? About 16.5 sacreds is the increased cost to actually go all the way down past the mythical tome into Big Red Rock, all the way down at the bottom. I forgot to update the the title of that little text piece right there, man. So those are a few of the paths that you can go down. And this means that for me, it's crunch time, it's decision time on the free-to-play account, man. I don't know what the hell to do. I'm leaning towards just going for it. Honestly, like, all these ancient shards, all these voids, all these sacreds, I might be able to recover my shards in time now that I'm farming Ultra Nightmare Demon Lord Clan Boss before the Christmas fusion. Maybe, not beyond the realms of possibility that I can still do that on the free-to-play account. I would say as well, quick word of warning, if you are looking to pull primal shards during this event and you need to pull primal shards to get across the line, I'd say pull all of your other shard types first. Okay, this is what I'm going to be doing probably on the free-to-play account. Pull all of your other shard types first, okay? Leave the primals to right at the very end. and do as much dungeon diving as you possibly can during this Swordmaster path, because one of the ways that you can get points in this event is just by farming artifacts and accessories, right? So just do a lot of dungeon tournaments and stuff like that. There's an Ice Golem tournament on right now. Blast the hell out of those first. Get as close to getting the Leo or whatever your target is on this path as you can, just from other shard types that are not primal shards, and from just getting artifacts and accessories. And then really keep your primal shard pulling to an absolute minimum if you can, okay? If you can. Why? I know around Christmas time, almost every single year inside of Raid, there is a 2x event on primal shards for legendary and mythical champion pulls from your primal shards, okay? Primal shards are about to become the best shard in the game, like imminently, kind of, like very, very soon. At some point in December or like potentially early January or something like that. It's been a long time since we had a true 2x event on primal shards inside of this game. And so don't be pulling these things unless you absolutely need to. Like the clock is ticking down. There's a few hours left and you're never going to make it. Do the math on your own account and work out what works for you in terms of pulls. But this is all just to say primal shards should really be the bottom of the list, like absolute emergency circumstances to get you across the line. I wouldn't mind pulling 1 or 2 on my free-to-play. I wouldn't want to pull any more than that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be doing plenty of dungeon farming. But there you have it, man. The Swordmaster's Path. Let me know what your plan is down below. Are you surprised by the cost of this thing? I think I've done a pretty good job on the channel of warning people if this is probably going to be a very, very bloody expensive path. So if you've seen any past videos, hopefully this doesn't surprise you too much with how expensive it is. Either way, man, let me know what you guys are planning for the path down below in the comments, man. I'm going to go get myself back to bed and get a bit more sleep. Because I need it. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you also enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you hit a like on the video. And of course, if you're looking to create a new Raid account, get that done right now by using the beginner promo link that's down below this video at the top of the description box, man. Good luck with your pulls, gosh darn it.